Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's not quite 10 o'clock yet, but if you are with me, please pop on and say hello. Is anyone there yet? It's not quite 10 o'clock, but we'll just wait another minute or so, and then we will start on this beautiful day in New England. It's lovely out. It's cold. It's crazy. This is totally crazy. This week, the pool was opened, so it's summer at my house because as soon as the pool is open, it's summer. And then we had the gas fireplace installed yesterday. So we have the gas fireplace going and the pool open. Is that an enigma or what? Anyway, it is 10 o'clock. It is Friday, April 23rd. Hello. Because I had my grandson was trying to call me on my phone, and my phone is my second camera. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me show you what we're going to make today. Here we go. We've got these two cards. Now, both of these cards, if you read my newsletter, both of these cards are cards that I copied from other demonstrators. This is from Jan Lenneman. This template was from Jan Lenneman. I don't know where she's from, but she's a demonstrator. And then this one was from Susan Canfield. And I copied it like almost exactly. So I'm going to show you how to make them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this one first. So let me move this over here. And let me get this moved over here. Now, let me go back to this first. One of the things that I absolutely love about this card is that this is a basic template. You can see this is Designer Series paper. This is from the Hydrangea Haven Suite. And this is the designer paper that is absolutely stunning. I love, love, love it. But I like using templates like this for many kinds of different cards because it's so wicked easy, fast, and fun. So it's 3 different pieces of designer paper atop a piece of gorgeous grape. So let me just show you how easy this was to do. All right, let me bring over my little supplies here. And let me bring over my inks that I'm going to need and my stamps. I need this one, and I need this one, and I need this and this. And we need the inks that we're going to use is Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and we're going to use Old Olive. And what did I do with the Old Olive? Oh, here it is right here. Old Olive. Okay, so I do need to have my Pierce pad because these are photopolymer stamps, so that's there. So here we go. Here is the Gorgeous Grape. And obviously it's cut 8.5 by 5.5, and now I'm going to, and it was scored, and so now I'm just going to make that nice crisp fold like that. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to take the layers of the Designer Series paper. Here they are. How easy these are. Look at how pretty. This paper is absolutely stunning. I totally love it. I hope you do too. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my adhesive, and we're just going to put some adhesive on all 4 sides here, like this. And then I'm going to put it on the base of my card like such. And you do want to have a little bit of space all around the perimeter, or all around. And then you're going to take the next 2 pieces, and you're just going to make sure that you get them so that they're evenly distributed, so that you have a nice little, just like this. Bring this up just a little bit more, just like that. And then I'm going to take this piece of designer paper and put it on the upper right corner. How easy is this? And again, you can use this template for so many different kinds of cards. It's just beautiful. It's easy, it's fast, it's fun. Okay, there we have it. So there's the base like that. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, now I'm going to move this aside because I'm going to take my piece of white cardstock, basic white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp it using the Highland Heather and the Gorgeous Grape ink pads. Now, this is a photopolymer stamp, so we do need to use the pierce pad. Lots of people don't use pierce pads, but I do because I like to give it that opposition so that we get a nice crisp image as we are stamping. All right, so the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in Highland Heather, which is the lighter color. I'm just going to bring this in, and I'm just going to stamp it like 3 times. Once and hi, Kathy. Oh, Kathy, you're calling from your vacation spot. How nice is that? I hope you're having lovely weather where you are, because right here it's very cold, but it's very beautiful. It's the craziest day ever. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Gorgeous Grape and I'm just going to go and lay it on top of that. See how easy that was? Now again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Although with this stamp set, let me just show you the stamp set. You get a lot of stamps in Hydrangea Haven. This is a really pretty set and it's still available. Beautiful, beautiful stamps, and especially if you love hydrangeas, this is a beautiful, beautiful set. So this is the overlay that I used for this image right here. I mean, for this image right here. And it's very easy to do, and you don't have to be persnickety. Don't worry about getting it exact because it doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so there's that part. And then, you know me, I got to cover up this ink because, gosh, no. Oh, you know what? Before I cover the ink, let me do the inside of the card first and the envelope. Here is the inside, and I'm just going to add a little image right here, like this. Oops, I got a little ink here, so we'll just turn that over because there are no mistakes in Stampin' Up. Remember that, folks. None. None, none, none. Waiting outside to get called in for breakfast. Are you at Peaches? Oh my gosh, Peaches, if you ever get a chance, folks, Peaches is a lovely, lovely restaurant to eat in New Hampshire. Okay, so that's that, and then the envelope. Let me take the envelope and just stamp the envelope in the same way on the side, just like this, and then add some Gorgeous Grape on top of it, just to give it a nice little bit of interest. Then I am going to take this back because we need to add a little bit of green, hither and yon. And I hope you have a card for the waitress, Kathy. I tell everybody that because, you know, it's a really nice thing to do when you go out to eat, to bring a card, a handmade card that you've made, and so you can give it to the wait person after they have served you. I mean, it's really a very special thing to do, and it makes their day. When we go out, I always have a card with me, and after we've eaten, I take that card and I, you know, inscribe it, talk, you know, thank them for the service that they give. Hi, Nancy. Oh, Nancy, you did pop on. Hi, Terry. How nice to see both of you. Yay, good morning. But anyway, as I was saying, it's so nice because they really appreciate it. It's like you have made their day. And you know what? When you give somebody a handmade card, you really never know the reaction. You just never know what it's going to mean to them. But anyway, okay, so there we go. So there I stamped Old Olive on Old Olive, did those flowers very easily, just like that. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my adhesive and we're going to put some adhesive on the back of this. And then I'm going to layer it. Now you noticed I used my stitched shapes to get this image, and then I used my layering circles to get this image, the scalloped image, like that. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some dimensionals, and we're going to pop this on with dimensionals. I think 3 will work. 3 is a nice number on this one, and it's perfect size. And then, yes, see you soon, Nancy. I know you're coming back. Boy, did that vacation go fast. Holy moly mackerel, that's just zipped right by. All right, so that's taking off like that, and then I'll bring back the card base, and I'm just going to place it just like, let me see, like this, okay? And then I'm going to add the inside piece, which I've already stamped. I'm going to leave this blank. No, actually, no. This one I need. I'm going to make this a thank you card. So let me just show you what I'm going to do here. Okay, so this is going inside like this. How pretty. I just love this template. I'm going to show you another card that I did using that. So there's the inside. There we go. Now I'm going to take my little bow and I am going to put some some glue dots, and I did find my pick-me-up tool, which I totally love. It's such a great tool. If you don't have a pick-me-up tool, you really need one because it's just helpful. It really did. The weather is gorgeous. I'm sure it is. It's lovely here today, too. It's just cold. It's like craziness. It's total craziness here in New England. But that's okay. That's why we're in New England. Now, I had a little space right in the center. Hi, Jean and Joe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you can join us from sunny Florida. Okay, so I think I'm going to put the bow right here, just like that. Easy peasy. And this is using the new Gorgeous Grape ribbon from the current catalog, too. It's very, very soft. It's lovely. It makes a nice bow, so that's that. So then the next thing I'm going to do is take my Memento ink along with the word thank you. This is a really pretty font. You know how I am nuts about fonts. And I'm just going to stamp it right here like this in the lower right hand corner like that. Isn't that a pretty card? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. I absolutely love how simple it is. And of course, here's your envelope, and there you go. And I didn't even put Wink of Stella on. I'm home freezing like you. Ah, I didn't know you were. Yes, of course I knew you were back here. I did know that, Jean and Joe. But that's okay. The weather's going to get better today. So anyway, here's the first porch pickup. Easy peasy. Love this template. Remember this. All right, so now let me put this aside. Now, let me move all of my stamps out of the way because the next one, I've had a number of people say, I need more information about how to use the Stamparatus. So, I am going to show you how to use the Stamparatus for this card right here. And let me see, what did I do with my Stamparatus? Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so let me bring this in. Well, first of all, let me just kind of explain a little bit. This is a white base. Then I took a piece of Gorgeous Grape in 5 1/4 by 4 inch dimension and layered on top. Then I took a piece of white cardstock, which is 5 by 3 3/4, and I used the Ornate Floral embossing folder, which is one of my favorites because I just simply love how that looks. Isn't that pretty? Dainty little flowers, but it just gives it a very, very nice appeal. Now remember, this card is from Susan Canfield, a very talented demonstrator, and I copied it almost exactly, but I absolutely love it, so I wanted to show you. And then I took the layering rectangles and did a smaller one in the basic white and another one in the Gorgeous Grape. And then I stamped from the brand new stamp set that's coming out in the new mini, the Pansy Patch Suite, which I absolutely love. If you're into pansies, which I am, because they're the sweetest little flower. They have the sweetest little face, and I just love the way they look. So anyway, and Susan did such an excellent job, so I'm copying this whole thing. All right, so let's get to the nitty-gritty of using the Stamparatus, because I showed you everything else. All right, so here is my Stamparatus. Now, a little helpful hint here. Your Stamparatus comes, first of all, your Stamparatus is your friend. I hope everybody has one. If you don't, you really need one because they help so much when you're making lots of cards, for example. Like if I was going to do this for my own personal use, which I actually did yesterday, I made 20 of these cards, and I used the Stamparatus and banged these things out lickety-split. So it was very easy. Now you notice what I'm doing here is I'm taking a piece of washi tape and I'm wrapping the washi tape around the magnet. Now I'm going to have to tell you, these magnets are super, 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 super strong. Super strong. Yes, Kathy, thank you so much. They are. Now, again, they're not my design at all. You know that. They're not my design. But that's okay. People don't mind when they share on the web, and we can copy and we give everybody credit for them. So what I did was I put a piece of washi tape around the magnets. Do not allow these magnets to come in contact with each other because guess what? If they do, they will get stuck. Whoops. And it's hard to peel them apart. So you have to be really, really careful, all right? So the other thing I did was I took a piece of grid paper. Now let me just move my stamps out of the way. I want to show you this too. So I took a piece of grid paper. You can get the grid paper that actually goes with the Stamparatus, or you can take your 17 by 15 grid paper and cut it up into sections that are 7 inches square and put it in. Now I always put it on top like this because I want to be able to see my grid lines so that it's perfect. You can, you see your measurements where they are like that. Now, the next thing I did was I took a piece of white cardstock that measures, wait a minute, let me get it over here. All these little pieces here. Oops. There are so many pieces here, I just don't want to miss it. Okay, so these pieces are 1.5 by 5. Now the reason I cut it 1.5 by 5 is because when I place my stamps on my Stamparatus, I want to make sure that I have enough space in between so that I can use multiple inks. So let me just show you here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right here in between the 4.5, the 5, the 3.5 and 5 inch mark, like that. Then I'm going to take one of my magnets and I'm going to put it right on the corner like that. And I'm going to take the other magnet and I'm going to put it down here like this. See, see, they're nice and they're apart. Don't worry, they're totally apart. That's fine. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plates. You have 2 plates for this set because we're going to use 3 different stamps. So we need to have both of our plates on. And I'm also going to take a stamp set because when I stamp with my Stamparatus, I like to have a stamp set underneath my right plate and underneath the top plate because you're going to get a nice solid surface, so when you're inking up it won't flop. If I had it down like this, there's a little bit of flexion, but if you put a stamp set underneath it like that, it keeps it nice and firm. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the solid stamp and I'm going to put it on my white cardstock like this. So you're going to put image side down. There's the image, and you put it down like that. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the leaves, again, image side down like this, and put it about right like that. Let me move this over just a tiny little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to take the third one and, excuse me, and I'm going to put this one down just like that. I'm going to move that down just like that. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plate from the right, fold it over on top, and press so that my stamps are now adhered to my plate. And when I lift it up, voila, they're on the plate like that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my inks. Now, a little trick here, folks, a little trick. When you use your Stamparatus, I strongly recommend that you get the little dots, the Stampin' Spots to use. And the reason that I recommend this is because they're tiny. It allows you to control where you're putting your stamp, where you're putting your ink. Let me pull this over just a little bit more. Whoops, pull it over this way. And it won't be as messy. Now, yesterday, I thought I had both Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape in spots, and I don't know where they are. They're gone. So I'm ordering uninked spots so that when I get them, I will be able to put some refill ink in. But for right now, I'm going to use a combination of Old Olive, and I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to take my little spot like this and just use my little snips to get this off. And there is my ink right like that. And here is my Mossy Meadow. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the solid image in the lighter color, which will be the Old Olive. So I'm going to take my little spot like this, and I'm just going to ink it up like that. Ink, 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 just like that. See how easy this is? Now, the unfortunate thing is I don't have either of these in the spots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Highland Heather, which is the lighter color of the two, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to ink this up just like that. All right, now I'm going to take my plate and I'm going to fold it over on top of my paper, and with my hands, I'm just going to rub like this. And then we're going to lift it up. Oh, look at this. This is perfect. I'm so excited. See what happened here? My pansy didn't get enough ink. So the beauty of the Stamparatus is that I can go back and ink this up. I'm going to ink this up a little bit more. And then I'm going to bring this back and I'm going to press, and let's see what happens this time, okay? Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you that I learned from Susan Canfield, and I thought this was brilliant on her part. If you have a little problem with visiting your fingers, you know, arthritis, and your fingers don't want to work really, really well, one thing that you can use is an eraser. If you get an eraser from the store, like the dollar store, then you can take that eraser, and when you've got your plate over here, instead of using your fingers like I did, you can use the eraser and go back and forth, and it's a little bit easier on your fingers and your hands. Okay, so that was a little helpful hint from Susan. All right, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other plate and I'm going to put it in, and I am going to then bring my stamps over, on top so I can get the linear image on these. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your stamp, and this time you're going to turn it over so that you get the side that is going to be attached to the plate on top, and you're going to line it up with your stamp just like that, perfectly like that. Now sometimes it takes a minute or two, but you just want to get it so that it's right on top of that stamp exactly. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this leaf and I'm going to do the same thing here like that, and then I'm going to take this leaf and do the same thing here just like that. Easy peasy, like that. Then, again, I'm going to take my plate, fold it on top so that my plate can pick up the stamps, and you want to press or use your eraser, whichever you want to do, and there they are. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I have to ink these up. Now, again, I'm going to take my spots. I'm going to take the, this time I'm going to use Mossy Meadow on, I don't think you can see me inking this up, that's okay. I'm going to do Mossy Meadow on the leaves, and then I'm going to take Gorgeous Grape, the darker of the two colors, for the pansy. So this is going to bring this little pansy to life. Okay, now I'm going to show you something here. You're going to have a little conniption fit, but this again, when I bring this plate over, look at all the ink that I've got over here. That's because I had to use a big ink pad. However, if I had the spot, I wouldn't have to worry about that. But don't worry, I'm just going to put it down, press, press, and press. Not to worry. You see all this ink over here? You think it's going to get on my grid paper? It's not. So I'm going to press, 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 and I'm going to lift it up, and voila! Look at that. Now, there's a little bit of spot over here that didn't get the pansy, so I'm just going to ink this up again, because you can do this with your Stamparatus, because this is a super, super fun tool to have. And can you imagine, like, banging these out yesterday? I made, I think, 20 of them in a half an hour. I just kept taking the piece of paper off, putting the new piece of paper in, voila, there you have it. How easy is that, folks? Stamparatus is your friend. It's a great tool to have. I love, 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 love it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off, move this out, and then if I was going to do another set, I'd put another piece of paper in, blah, 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 and go through this whole process. Okay, so then what I did was I took these and ran them through the Big Shot. This stamp set has beautiful dies with it that cut out all of the gorgeous images. So I'm just going to move my Stamparatus out of the way so that we can get this assembled now, because it's wicked easy to assemble once you get that done. And again, because I'm very messy, I'm moving all of my inks out of the way, because you know me. All right, so now here we go. Here is my card base. And it's already cut again, 5.5 by 8.5, and my little bone folder. I hope everybody has some fun things planned for this weekend. It's, you know, we're getting back to a sense of normalcy, although we still have to wear our masks. We still have to be good, because gosh knows this virus isn't going away anytime soon, but things seem to be getting better. All right, then I need my piece of Gorgeous Grape right here, and I'm just going to add some Gorgeous Grape, I'm going to add some adhesive to it. Here we go, to the layer, like such, And then the next layer is going to be the ornate floral that I've already ran through the embossing folder. And here we go with a little adhesive on this. Now, when you're using adhesive on embossed papers, because of the contours, the ups and downs, you don't want to press hard. Well, you never really want to press hard with your adhesive anyway. But if you do press hard, sometimes you can actually pull the paper up. And I've had that experience, and then I learned that I was doing it incorrectly. So if you use the light touch, you'll be totally fine. So then I'm going to add this on like this. Look at how pretty this is. Oh gosh, I love this paper. I love this folder. All right, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon. Now this is new ribbon from the new catalog as well. I love this ribbon. It's got a little bit of shimmer. It's got a little bit of shine to it. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? So then I'm going to use some tear tape, where is my tear tape? Oh, here it is, right here. I'm going to take a piece of tear tape and I'm going to put it on the back of the ribbon, just like this. Just like that. And I'm just going to tear that off. And because I don't have manicured nails, I'm just going to pull that off. Now I'm going to place this onto my card, just like this. Just eyeball it, you know, like that. And then just with your finger, run it like that so that tear tape is nice and secure. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rectangles. Now I did go ahead and stamp out my message. It says a little hello from me to you. I think this is really cute. I love that font. You know how I am about fonts. I'm a lunatic about how people can take a pen and pencil and create beautiful ways to use our language and our letters. So I'm going to put this on like this. And then I am going to use some adhesive to apply it. Now I am using a lot of adhesive because, again, this is an embossed layer and it's got ups and downs, so I want to make sure that it stays where it needs to be. So I'm going to put this on like this, leaving a little bit on the right hand side and leaving a little bit on the left like that. And then I'm going to take my images that I cut out with my stamp and emboss machine that I've already cut out. And what I'm going to use is glue dots, because glue dots really work well when you're putting them on as you want this on as one image. So I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put 2 on here for the leaves like that. Peel this off and peel this off. Like this, easy. And then I'm just going to take this and decide where I'm going to put this leaf. That looks good there. And then I'm going to put this leaf like right there. Perfect. And then I'm going to take a dimensional, maybe 2, probably 3. Easy. And, oops, I got one caught on my finger. All right, there. Dimensionals are my happy friends. They do so nice work. They really do nice work. It gives something dimension. Ha ha ha. Okay, so we pull this off, and now I'm going to put this on like right here, like that. Then, not done yet, folks, not done yet. I am going to take the new Genial Gems, which are so pretty. Look at how pretty these are. These have a very pale green and then a gold accent. Either one. Look at how pretty they are. Just beautiful. And they're faceted. So then I'm going to pick, oh, I don't know, probably 3 maybe. I'm going to put 1 in the center of my little pansy. And I think I'm going to use, this time I'm going to use a big one. I'm going to put a big one in. Like that. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? And then I'm going to take a little one and I'm going to put 1 down here like this. And maybe I'll put another one, although I don't know, maybe 2 is good. Normally I'm not into 2, but maybe I will just do 2. All right, I think I'll just do 2 for right now. And then, of course, I have to use some Wink of Stella on this one. I didn't use Wink of Stella on the other, but I am going to use it on this because I just think with the ribbon, look at how pretty. There's a little bit of shine to that ribbon. There's a little bit of silverness to that ribbon. So I'm just going to add some of the sparkle from the Wink of Stella, which is going to enhance the ribbon, make it look really pretty like this. So Wink of Stella is a really pretty accent to have as well, like that. Okay? Now, for the inside of my card, I am going to take a strip of the ornate floral cards that I embossed, and I'm just going to lay it on the inside of the card right on the right hand side, just for a little bit of extra pizzazz, because I think it looks pretty like this. Just a little. I often see demonstrators adding cardstock or designer paper to their cards, and I think it's beautiful. So I'm going to do it today because I can. Look at that. Very carefully right to the edge like that. Oh, move it up. Perfect. And then just make sure that it's pressed down nicely. Look at how pretty that looks. See? Isn't that pretty? I love it. When I do my classes, and I use Wink of Stella, I say I'm going to use Barbara Lash's favorite. Oh, Jean, you're so cute. It is. I swear. When I'm dead, I have to have a Wink of Stella in one of my hands, please. Make sure if you come to my funeral, although maybe two. I don't know. Two. And then, of course, the envelope. Now, I didn't do anything on the outside of the envelope, but what I did on the flap was I ran it through the ornate folder as well. So there you have it, my friends. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful card? Thank you, Susan Camfield, and thank you, Jen Lenneman, for these gorgeous cards this week. So these are my cards for porch pickup. All right. What do you think? I think they're gorgeous. I think absolutely they're just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so those are the cards for porch pickup. Now, I want to show you another card that I did using the same template. Here's the template. And I used the same suite, the Pansy suite, and I did this card. Look, same template, same designer series of paper cuttings where you cut 3 pieces. And then I stamped the pansies using the freesia and the pale papaya new colors. Thank you, Terry. I think they're pretty too. And then I used the pale papaya ribbon as an accent. And then I used the new in color faceted gems for the centers of these pansies. Aren't they pretty? Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so the other thing that came this week was paper pumpkin. Now I know a lot of you are, I know some of you are subscribers and some aren't, but this is such a wicked fun. I haven't even opened it. I opened this part. But this is a wicked fun stamp set and kit for summer events. And of course, if you're a member of Paper Pumpkin, you can go to the Paper Pumpkin fan club and you can see what people do to deconstruct and reconstruct and come up with different projects. So I'm just going to open this up in front of you here. I love popsicles, and because I make my own popsicles. I make my own lemonade. You know, I'm into that. But I thought this will be fun, and especially now, since hopefully this summer, we're going to be able to get back together and enjoy each other's company. So, look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at how cute these are. Ah, love them, love them. Look at how cute. Kiwis on a stick, watermelons. And I'm sure people are going to do amazing things with these things at the Paper Pumpkin Fan Club. And look at the stickers, nice and bright and colorful. These are beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited. Lots of banners. Oh, some nice foil silver paper to use as well. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And the color that they used is Bermuda Bay. And the stamps say, "You are so cool, happy birthday, hey there." With a popsicle, a watermelon, way to go. Look at how cute these are. Very, very cute. So this is the new Paper Pumpkin. I'm very excited about it. Let's see what the envelopes look like. Oh my gosh, look at how stinking cute these envelopes are. Look at that liner. How adorable is that? Okay, so, and we've got some new twine. This looks like Bumblebee to match. So I can't wait to start on this, although I am going to wait and see what people do in the Paper Pumpkin Fan Club to see what alternative projects they can come up with. We've got a number of events hopefully we're going to be able to host this summer, and so I'm going to be using that kit, and hopefully refills will be available as well. So, okay, my friends, there we have it. If you have any questions, yes, Nancy, I got your order for the 2 of each. We'll do for you, and have a safe flight home from California, and hopefully when you get here, it'll be lovely, lovely weather. And everybody else, here are the porch pickups. If you're interested, let me know. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, friends, have a great weekend. Hopefully it's going to be, except Sunday. Sunday's going to be a great day for the gardens. Jack has been planting our garden and lots of things are in it right now. So we're very excited about that. So we need the rain, so this is good. But today and tomorrow is going to be beautiful. And next week is going to be lovely too in our neck of the woods. So safe travels to Nancy coming home. I'm glad Jean and Joe are home. Okay, everybody else, whatever you do, have a wonderful time. I will see you next Friday, 10 o'clock. I enjoy it so much when you pop on with me. It means so much. Thank you very much. Namaste, my friends. I love you all. See you next week. Bye.